Welcome! I hope you'll find this to be another enjoyable video in my series Thinking Out Loud Thursday. This is episode 3. In my maiden voyage video last week, I hinted at the fact that I wanted to do a follow-up video titled What Went Right, What went right, what went wrong, and what I would do differently, especially while driving in the mountains. First of all, before I arrived and I went to Sequoia National Park, I had a couple of days on the road, kind of getting my bearings, seeing how I was doing, checking out my setup, seeing what I liked, what I didn't like. And I did want to make some changes. So when I got to my campsite, I spent some time making those changes, and you can see most of those changes in that maiden voyage video. But the main thing I needed to do was move the refrigerator. I didn't like it at the foot of my bed, my ottoman there, where I had my feet at night. It was just in the way all the time. I love the way it's set up now. So actually, let's go in my van and let me just show you briefly what I have done there, but also what else I discovered that I like about this setup. So let's go take a look at that and then we'll come back here. I don't think I need my TV tray anymore, although it's not really in the way there. I just never use it. But I love this new setup and how much room I have, especially right over there. Now during the night, I will push this ottoman over a little bit. I can also move the ottoman all the way up to the back of that front seat. And that gives me lots of room. I can sit on there. I have easy access. All my food under there. I usually set my Jackery up on my counter. I have access to my refrigerator. I have all my camping supplies and, you know, just extra storage food, really. Under there. Now, I'll tell you, I made a modification on this little ottoman because what happened was this part spread out and this sunk inside when I sat on it. So that wasn't working. So the solution, the best solution that I could come up with was to get those Velcro wraparound straps, and now it's very, very secure. Another suggestion is to maybe make a wood frame inside, but I don't have any tools with me. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Another thing I really like is see how far back this ottoman is? And I just have a thin suitcase there. And I just put this on for just extra padding. But what I like about this ottoman being so far set back is when I'm laying down here, I have a skylight to look out of. It's wonderful. I love it. And this foldable windshield shade it's made for the front of your window there. I've used it before up there, but you know, and I've used it as a privacy curtain all the way across by tucking it into here. I showed you that on another video. But what I also discovered, and this is a game changer, you can quickly and easily just angle it on the floor. It gives you lots of room here to do whatever you want in this middle area. You know, get on your knees, sit on your body. You've got you know, partial here. You can look out, make sure that nobody's coming. Nobody's going to see your butt in the back. Just an idea. You could use the black side too. Doesn't matter. So that's pretty cool about that windshield shade, huh? It's so multi-purpose. I love it. I put it up in a lot of different places within my van. I also discovered something else, and I actually told Caravan Carolyn in a comment earlier this morning. So that video will be coming out right after this one today. So those are all the good things. So what went wrong? Okay, so remember the salmon that I cooked in the campfire pit on that grate? Well, that wasn't my original plan. My original plan was to do a demo on my 1-burner propane stove. So I got everything out. I started setting it up. And as soon as I screwed the propane onto the burner, I heard a hissing. Propane was leaking from the side of the knob. Now that stove was about 2 years old, so maybe it could have gotten dropped. I don't know what happened to it, but it obviously must have gotten bent to have that propane leaking from that knob. So I had to nix that idea. I really wanted to show you how to do that, but that's okay because I'll probably go to Big 5 or something today and pick up maybe a 2-burner stove, and I'll do a cooking demo outside with that. So that kind of was a bust, and that, to me, that's something that went wrong. Let's get back to a couple of things that went right. I have 2 more gadgets to show you, and I'm really excited about this first one. All right. Now, if you watch Serene and Simple Life's videos, she has done some videos on this cooling towel, and that's why I originally got the idea. So thank you for that. So this is what it is. Okay, and here it is. Here it's just a cooling towel, and there's a link in the description. So basically you wet this. Now they do say to put this around your neck, you know, and it cools you off, and yeah, it probably would. I don't like to really do it that way. I like to instead lift up my shirt. I'm not going to do it now, but I love putting it across my chest like this, inside my shirt. And you have that fan blowing on you, and it just cools you like instantly. Sometimes I even wear this when I'm driving underneath. I just love it. You know, you can cool any part of your body. You know, you can put it on your legs, but this is definitely a must-have item. If you're going to be in the heat at all, this works wonderfully. It's kind of spongy, thin and spongy, but love it. Okay, the second gadget I'm going to show you. This is actually for ladies only, and it's really small. I got it on Amazon, and the link's below. It's called Got a Tink On. It probably looks backwards to you. Let me show you this little device. Ta-da! The way that this works, and they do have a video with the product on that Amazon link, so I suggest you watch that, because she uses different bags that might work a little bit differently, but this is what I had, and this is what I tried. So basically I use these bigger bags like this because it's what I have. Use what you have. I don't know about a sandwich bag, but probably the quart size would work fine. But you just slip it through here, and what I like about these big bags is you can really get a hold of the whole thing over here. So you basically put this between your legs and the feet goes down. And then you just, you know, gather it up. You can probably dump it if you want to, or you can tie it up. Whatever, depending on where you are, if there's trash available, or whether you want to just, you know, dump it by a tree or something. So, that's that. Like I said, I did try it. A couple of suggestions. Wear loose shorts. And it's actually best if you don't have any panties on. So basically you'll just reach down your shorts, position it. You can do this standing up. You can do this sitting on a rock. You can do this in your van, kneeling down, sitting on the edge of your bed. Anyway, you get the point, you'll figure it out. But you know, it's just something that's you can stick in your purse. You can always have it with you, and it's quick and easy when you gotta go pee. All right, so that was another good. I don't really have any more van bad things. I'm pretty happy with my van. I actually really love it. A couple of things maybe. I mean, my van is very basic. It's the SE model, so I don't have a lot of bells and whistles. I don't have an indicator light coming on when you're changing lanes. That would have been really helpful. I have that on our red Mazda at home. Kind of got used to that, so I really have to look over my shoulder. It did not come with the Uconnect, so I don't have that capability. You know, just a couple little things like that. But overall, I just love it. We'll just call her Plain Jane. So I had to move to another location because the family sat on the table in back of me and they had kids, and I didn't want to show them in the video. I mean, they could clearly see that I was videotaping when they walked up, but anyway, this is fine too. I'm under another tree. And you may hear kids in the background. Alright. So lastly, what would I do differently when driving up in the mountains? In a word, get a paper map before you go. That was my big mistake. There is no cell service and very spotty GPS. Now I got up there okay. It was just while I was there, it just completely cut out. Coming from Southern California, there was two ways that I could have gone. One of them was up the 99. Well, both of them are up the 99, but one of them is to veer off onto the 198 and go up the windy road. We actually wanted to do that 2 years ago when my daughter was visiting. We took a family trip, and it was in June, maybe a couple weeks earlier than now, and the roads were still icy. We also had an RV. It was a small RV, 22 or 23 feet. And you know, it drives well and it probably could have made it, but with kids in the car and icy conditions, we didn't want to chance it. So she missed out on going up there, and she wanted to really see the you know, the big redwoods, you know, Old Sherman Tree and General Grant. So I wanted to really go up there on this trip so I could take some pictures for her and her family. And it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed the whole trip. But I got lost 3 times, majorly lost. But first, let me tell you the route that I decided to take up, because I was afraid of also the icy roads, which wasn't a problem because it was a warm week and it was fine. But I chose to go up the 99 to the 180 in the Fresno area and then go over that way. My campground was off the 180 anyway. So I figured, okay, so while I'm there, I'll just go down a little ways. It looked like on the map that the Old Sherman Tree was pretty close to my campground. Wrong. It was about an hour and 15 minutes away, and it was down that windy 198. And I got there okay, but then there's other things to see along the way, you know, some other trails to go and you know, explore. And so I was going in and out all of these trailheads, and a couple of times, you know, I turned around and, you know, I got all messed up. I gotta tell you, I did not have, I mean, they give you like a little map, but I didn't find it that helpful. Had I mapped it out myself and really knew where everything was, I would have known maybe, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have gotten so lost. But here's the thing, I'll tell you a little secret. I have very bad navigation skills. In fact, when at a grocery store, if it has 2 doors, if I don't come out the same door as I walked in, I cannot find my car in the parking lot. It takes me forever. I'm also known as the turnaround queen on the road because I am constantly going the wrong way. I don't know what it is. I have road dyslexia or something. But anyway, get a good map. I really learned a lesson there. I used up an entire tank of gas. I filled up just before I entered the mountain. I used an entire tank of gas. I was down to less than 1/8 of a tank. I basically coasted the whole way down to find a gas station. Another thing is you kind of want to keep track of your time, because I ended up driving in the dark, and for me that's like not good. I went way out of my way. And you know, things look different when you're entering your campground from one direction and when you're trying to find it going the other direction. The signs look totally different. That was scary. I also made a big mistake on the way back. I was on the 180, but because I turned the wrong way, I ended up going about an hour out of my way. So then an hour back, coasting down the mountain. You know, I was a little bit frazzled when I got to Janice's house. If you remember, she hosted me, and we had gone to the luncheon. That was that video that I posted a couple of days ago. So anyway, Janice and I spent some time. She helped me with some navigation, and then she suggested that I go immediately when I got up into Reno, to AAA office and sign up for a AAA membership so I can get some maps, I can get the guidebooks. They sat with me and helped me route my map. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. That would be stupid. And you know, it's a great membership. You get a lot of services with it, more so than just with my insurance company. You know, I get towing. If I run out of gas, they'll bring you gas. Lots of different perks. You know, it just gives you a little bit more peace of mind, which is nice for me. So anyway, let me show you the little packet they gave me. They gave me like this whole bag. And I got some United States map and you know, all the different locations that I'm going to go through, you know. And I think that's wonderful. And I can always get more. And I got these guidebooks, little tour books. Here's one, Illinois and Indiana. I don't know if I'll make it there, but that might be on one of my routes. So I think that's great. I'm really excited about that membership. So I wanted to just share that with you. They also sat with me and they printed out you know, kind of a turn-by-turn deal with different maps and stuff on it. So, and then they have a wonderful app. They were so nice down there. Just, you know, I can go in any office. I can even call them on the phone and get some help. So anyway, if you have poor navigation skills like I do, that's something that you may want to consider. Okay, so there you go, another episode of Thinking Out Loud Thursday. And I want to thank my subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Every like that I get, I think it helps me in the rankings, so that would be wonderful. If you like this video, like it. I welcome all your comments. I try to answer everybody. Please keep in mind that I am on the road, so I don't always have Wi-Fi, and some days are just going to be traveling days where I don't have the leisure of just sitting at the park and chatting with you all or answering comments. I also want to remind the ladies that I do have a private Facebook group that I invite you to join. It's just look up Travel Grandma on Facebook under groups and I should come up. If not, there is a link in my welcome video that's in the beginning of my channel. It's the one where you see me sitting with my granddaughter having a tea party. It's that video. It's right in the description there. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the road.